West Sunnyside. How goes, my friend? All right. So, last we left off, we were wandering around in the bunker. Which bunker, you say? Aye. Bunker 317. Let me tweak some things on my arm here. There. So that it actually stays where it's supposed to stay. How's your day going, West Sunnyside? My day has been great. All right. Never did actually get around to listening or reading this. Computers are the future of mankind, you say? A computer. This wondrous word isn't common for many USSR citizens. But in the future, this situation will change. Computers are the future. Computers and communism. That's it. That is, thus said Alexei Podgorny, the head engineer at D.V. Buryatov's calculating machine manufacturing factory. That's a lot of letters. Going to start exploiting Pokemon X again? How exploitative are you being? What kind of device is a computer? Comrade Podgorny explains it this way. It's a machine or a system that can complete an interchangeable set of tasks. Mostly, these tasks involve calculation of data manipulation, but input-output operations are also possible. We listen with awe, not daring to falter the speech of this modern-day Copernicus, but he notices that we are too quiet and gives out a fatherly laugh. Too many hard words for you? Yes, a bit, we answer, while blushing. Could you give us a more simple definition? Sure. Now, imagine a calculator, and imagine that it no longer just lets you make a number calculation. It also lets you write, draw, create music. Say you'd like to write a letter to your grandma who lives in a state farm. Nothing is more simple. You push the button, which allows you to type on a keyboard and input letters into the computer. When finished, with just a press of a button, you would print out what you wrote and get your letter on paper. And it's not just a high-tech typewriter or a computer. Or on a computer, you can correct any spelling errors on the go. Then we ask, and if we imagine that Grandma also has one of these computers, could we send her device a letter from our device without printing it on paper? The engineer nods. Sure you can. Even while we speak, there are certain scientists working on a certain web of computers that will connect them all. In the West, such a web has already been invented. Now our researchers want to understand and improve it. The youngest of our group lifts his hand and asks a funny question, while looking very shy. And can the computer be used to play some kind of games? Comrade Podgorny looks at the boy strictly, but still smiling with his eyes, and wags his finger, saying, A computer is too important of a device. It is designed to help us with communication, creativity, and work. It will entertain our minds, and not give us low, childish entertainment. Infinite money / XP. Are you breaking the game again, West Sunnyside? You're not doing missing number glitches to duplicate huge numbers of nuggets, are you? That's what I did. Ugh. I can't imagine a game made on a computer. How boring it would probably be. We all nod in agreement and point our fingers at the young boy who asked the silly question. We're all young, but we're not infants. Our talk with the engineer went on for hours. He shared his thoughts on the future of humanity, which seems to be something out of science fiction. But it wasn't some young dreamer talking to us, but an experienced, serious man. He talked, and the pictures of an amazing future stood before our eyes. A Siberian Evenk types a story about our motherland's victories on his computer. A forest-dwelling Samoyed types a letter to his comrades in Cuba. A worker from Moscow reads the latest news. And in the eyes of all of these people is reflected the glimmering light of the future, a CRT screen of a computer. You are totally doing it. Oh, hey, Ferritanium. Ferret! Things are happening. Well, more likely I'm just reading all of these, because I ended up finding some journals. Hello, my dear reader. I'm starting this journal as my friends recommended, even though I doubt anyone but me will ever get to read it. A week ago... Oh shit, this is gonna take a while. Okay, every page is an entry. This looks neat. Well, we're gonna be having story time with Newt for a little while, so hope you're ready for some interesting lore. How goes, sir? Wonders when Ferret does Kenshi. I don't know, man. Ferret, are you a little tired of Kenshi? I feel like you are, considering that you seem to keep trying to move on from it. Yeah, I kind of figured. You can't keep doing the same game over and over again. Hello, my dear reader. I'm starting this journal as my friends recommended, even though I doubt anyone but me will ever get to read it. A week ago, I started my work in secret. My word. What? Laboratory 317. Here I will spend 2 years, minus the vacation time, and to be honest, I have mixed feelings about this. Sure, the work we do here is really interesting, and the lab itself is simple. I'm kind of curious what the work they do here actually is. The lab itself is really interesting. Such new equipment. On the other hand, though, my wife just gave birth to our daughter, and I miss them both so much. I also miss my friends and parents. Also, I took this off of the corpse of a dead guy. His head had been decapitated by a door. So, yeah. I don't think he's ever going to see his wife and kids again. Let's see. I try to remember that. I am here to do my dream job, though. And everything turns for the best. If only the guys for the Institute would see me now. Well, that's that. My first entry. Better go find something to do. This guy has a terrible... Like, he's just bad at writing. Ugh. Hello, my dear reader. The work on the project is running well, and I don't really have a lot of time to write anything. Well, I do get some free time, but I don't like spending it on intellectual labor. But that's just me. I was always told that I'm prone to concentrating on one problem at a time. Either way, I'm still alive. And work usually keeps me from thinking about my family, which I miss so much. Life is good. Hello, my dear reader. Recently, I've got an opportunity to get to know my other lab employees better. You must think, it's just about time. He's been here for a full 2 months. But I'm just that sort of person. Don't know how to call this feature. Probably shyness. This guy is... no. Anyway, several days ago, we went out. We do go out, of course. It's good to breathe some fresh air once in a while. But this was the first time we did it all together. Someone offered me a barbecue, and next thing I knew, we were outside. We had a drink or two, which helped me overcome my natural timidity, shyness, and I decided to get some... timidity? That's not even a word! And I decided to get to know everyone. Before that, my only informal company had been... Terentiev? I guess Terentiev. Oh, hey, it's Level 1. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Actually, hang on. Barrett, can you do a shout out for Level 1? He's been streaming too. Also for yourself, Ferret. Bunker 76 is a superior game. No! No. We do not bring that up here. Oh, Neumann. In particular, Neumann, a specialist in chemical, petrochemical, and oil refining industries. He's a great music fan, and the second young... Is Neumann actually a Russian name? Is that where the von Neumann probe names came from? By the way, von Neumann probes, for anyone who doesn't know, are probes that basically cannibalize other resources and then make more of themselves. They're intended as an exploration device. He is a great music fan and the second youngest crew member after me. He promised to lend me his LP collection. He has plenty of foreign music. I know it's not allowed, but we are an exception. Lazarenko is also a remarkable person, very smart and a great chess lover. We both decided we'd have to organize a friendly chess competition, and the rest were totally in favor of the idea. Like Kasparov versus I don't know how to say this. Belyavsky. There we are. Or was it Adam 76? No, we don't talk about Fallout 76. I know I streamed an entire session of it, but no. They didn't do anything that I said they needed to do before they released it, when they released it. By the way, Terentiev also showed an unexpected side. Apparently, he's a cinephile. Yeah, cinephile. So he watches lots of movies. He tried to get an amateur cinema founded for us. I totally support him. It will be interesting. Well, this is all that's new. Thank you to everyone. Can we get to the shorter ones again? Hello, my dear reader. I guess, why is he using Roman numerals? Is that the month? I don't know how to read these dates. Does anyone know how to read these dates? The Russian dates. Hello, my dear reader. I haven't wrote to you in a long time, but this job, it keeps me from doing anything else. Got a letter from my family today, and I'm so happy. It's not the first letter I've got, but it was special anyway. In it, my wife told me our little girl has started teething. I'm so happy, and a bit sad too. Happy when I think about them, and sad when I realize I can't be with them yet. My girl almost never saw her father. Talked about it to Terentiev. He is not married, but he understood my worries. Good talk, good man. Although I don't really share his taste in movies. 2 months ago, we got a Betamax video player from the West. Terentiev ordered a lot of movies and showed one... Was Terentiev the cinemaphile? Or cinephile? Yep. Two months ago, we got a Betamax player from the West. Ordered a lot of movies and showed one to all of us. The movie was Fitzcarraldo. Is that a real movie? Does anyone know? Is that actually a thing? By Vernon Herzog. We watched it and had a discussion about it later. I stayed silent but still, and the discussion seems more entertaining than the movie itself, although maybe I just don't understand some art. I also don't quite understand Neyman's taste in music. Well, I enjoyed parts of his collection, but Neyman himself laughed at what I liked. Don't get me wrong, dear reader. They're both great people. It's just that we don't have many common interests. This is probably enough for today. Till next time. Oh good, we finally started getting to the shorter journal entries. Oh my god. Oh, and the last day of 1984. Yeah, okay, so those are months. Ah, what a year it has been. A new job, new people, everything has changed so much. Our boss, Nina Semyonovna, is an extraordinary person. Strict and not exactly kind. She is yet an outstanding scientist. This guy is not a writing major. He's dry as all balls. She has everything organized. I've talked to the family today under supervision, but at least they allowed me to talk at all. This is very good, if you take into account our unflexible schedule. Wouldn't it be inflexible? Whatever. I heard their dear voices and couldn't help but cry. This made me feel very awkward, but the KGB official who supervised the conversation had the tact to turn away. KGB. Is that Russian secret police? I don't remember. Now I feel dismal, which may partly account for my taking the pen again. But I hope the party tonight will disperse my gloom. Happy New Year. Hangover. Hello, my reader. A curious thing has happened today. It was announced that something called Objects 50 would be delivered today at 4 p.m. So all the lab staff except the managers was to lock up in their rooms. These objects were delivered straight to the round hall, which, like the most of us, I am forbidden to enter. Nina Semyonovna personally supervised the delivery. This makes me wonder what it actually was that we were working on. I know there are many chemists and biologists among us, me being one of the latter. Yet we can only receive the information about the part of the job necessary to complete our immediate task. I hope we develop cutting-edge medicines, but the secrecy levels that shroud the project suggest a different explanation. Hello, dear reader. Today I thought a lot about my family. The thoughts overwhelmed me so much. I became sick and stayed in my room all day. I miss my family so much. It's tearing me apart. I know it's a weakness, but I can't handle myself. I understand that other people in the bunker must feel the same, both scientists and soldiers. But nobody mopes around here because of that. Only me. Had a chat with a soldier today in one of the corridors. We rarely see eye to eye with the military personnel, even though we live in the same bunker. I'm starting to wonder if the person who wrote this, not the character, the actual writer of the journal, intentionally misspelled some stuff to keep in character, which if he did, then good on him. Even though we live in the same bunker. The man wasn't very talkative. I suppose that's reasonable. Nobody would hire a chatty type for this line of work. We don't get television or radio down here, only newspaper, which I dislike. So, to keep the conversation going, I asked the soldier about the latest news. He told me about the new Secretary of State, Mikhail Gorbachev. The tensions between USSR and USA are more rotten than ever. Gromyko and Schultz had a fight once more. There was a plane crash near Minsk? I'm guessing Minsk? Someone who knows Russian better than me might have a better idea there. No good news, to be sure. And that's my only story for today. See you later, dear reader. A year! It's been exactly a year since my first note. True, my reader, I haven't exactly been generous with my notes, yet this date still calls for celebrating, especially now that I have good news. I'm going to have a vacation in the summer. The very thought of me meeting soon with my family, my dear daughter and friends, gives me strength and inspires me more. I don't even want to think that we've had another delivery of the Objects 50. I wonder what that is. This time I was able to get a glimpse of them. Terentiev tried to talk me out of it, but my curiosity took the best of me. Our doors weren't locked, so I peeped out cautiously. The soldiers were quickly steering 3 hospital-like stretchers along the corridor. On the stretchers, there were things covered with sheets. Judging by their size, they might well be bodies. I told Terentiev about it, and he said the objects might be corpses from the nearest morgue. Well, everything's possible. Had a fight with Lazarenko today. Funny, can't even remember the reason behind it. Some tiny thing. It just so happens that we both were really nervous at the time. No joke. Others had to actually pull us from one another. When the men escorted us to our rooms, we simmered down, and later even made peace. As we shook hands, we couldn't remember what made us so aggressive before. This is actually something that was mentioned earlier. It's just there's a lot of aggression coming from this bunker, and we don't know why. It's like there's something making people aggressive. decided to play chess with Lazarenko. Terentiev jokes about it, saying that fighting in a chess match is an improvement from using our knuckles. I wholeheartedly agree. Hello, my dear reader. I haven't had any reason to write for a while. This is a month later? 3 months later. At first, I had to work too much. Then they threatened they wouldn't let me go on vacation. But thanks to Nina Semyonovna, I still can't say that name, it all sorted out. Then I actually went on vacation. I won't describe all the feelings that overwhelmed me. I don't trust a heartless paper with such strong emotions. I'll just give a basic outline. My wife, my parents, my daughter, and I decided to go to Palanga, to the Baltic seashore. We visited the Amber Museum and the Botanical Gardens. The sea was unimaginably cold, but we swam a lot anyway. There was a curious legend about one of the local attractions. The I don't know how to say that. Beirut? I'm guessing Beirut. Hill. According to it, the wife of the medieval Lithuanian Duke Kęstutis was born there. Beirut himself was pagan, and after her death, there developed something of a cult in her honor. I didn't quite understand why, but as history had always been very far from me, I was amazed at the literary value of this legend. Is it required to read the entire notebook? No, but I liked my lore. Would you guys prefer that I skipped it? But Jesus, this is long. I will admit this is longer than I'm used to. We're halfway through it, damn it. Actually, a little bit over halfway at this point. Lore, yeah. Okay. Also, these notebooks tend to be so rare that I only read them every now and then. Also, during the vacation, I noticed I was watched. Although it wasn't too annoying, it spoiled the impression from the trip anyway. It's not too much. There's something watching everyone. It was mentioned in some of the messages earlier, too. Needs more time to grind for logs. Fair enough. Among the latest news, Edward I don't know who that is. Shevardnadze has been appointed the Minister of External Affairs. There's a war in Israel. Terrorists have taken over a place. Oh my god, it's 9/11. And some loony has spilled acid over a painting in Hermitage? And cut it with a knife. History takes its course. Now, invigorating, I am back in the lab. Ready to work. Till next time, dear readers. This night I had with the dreams again. This night I had a strange dream, as if I'm going somewhere at night in Leningrad. Well, not going somewhere. More like running from something. I run into the first house I see, an old-fashioned one somewhere in the center of the city. Then I look behind me. It's so dark in the hallway of that house. And empty at first glance. But then I suddenly feel that I am no longer alone. Everything is quiet. But when I hear someone calling for my help. And his voice. It is so alien, not human at all. I awoke in a cold sweat today. Another page is closed. A new... Logs. A new 1986 year is coming, and I don't even know what to say. Everything seems to be in order. My work, mysterious as it remains, is in full swing. We live in harmony, and soon I return to my Civvy Street. Civvy Street? Is that? Or to the Civvy Street, as our army men say. But I feel uneasy for some reason. Since I first had that creepy dream, I've been having nightmares. As soon as I start drifting off to sleep, weird voices sound in my head. You know what? We've had that dream, too. Talking and talking. I can't understand the language, though. Are they even really talking? If anything, it resembles the rustling of leaves. Terentiev tells me to speak with our doctors, but I'm not overly enthusiastic about it. I don't see any reason. I'm not mad. And what is he going to tell me anyway? Probably that it's homesickness that's causes these nightmares. I know it already. Obviously, a family means a lot to... This is way too much text. Damn it, something happens in the next few ones. Dreams continue, starting to understand some of the phrases, but no meaning behind them. Some random jumble of words. Tarentev always looks at me funny. I look at myself funny too. Especially after Lazarenko told me that he had a similar dream. What kind of devilry is this? I asked for a phone call with my family. Was told that the current situation does not allow it. Never got them to tell me what is wrong exactly. Always sleepy, always drowsy. I understand why I'm feeling sick. No sleep. Sorrow for my family. But the others? Why are they feeling so bad? I never get to see Nina Semyonovna anymore. When I do, it's just for a moment. She's not herself anymore. Circles under her eyes, hair all messed up. Moves so nervously. Someone wanted to get outside. They wouldn't let him. After that, we revolted and demanded an explanation. They promised to tell us everything. That's not a revolt. You don't know. We did it. We finally did it. You maniacs, you blew it up. Ah, damn you. God damn you all. Oh, God, really? Why is this in here? Whatever. We sent a detachment of soldiers to the surface. They never returned. Probably died. Power and oxygen supply is consistent. The bunker was built to last for centuries. What we do feel the shortage of, however, is food. Actually, it was food we sent the soldiers to get. Funny, isn't it? This state-of-the-art fortress has everything to sustain life, except food, and any reason to do so. It's weird we've broken down so quickly. Although, why does it matter? No more dreams now. Once I was wandering along the corridor and saw Nina Semyonovna. She was heading for the lab with a gun and a gas can. I wanted to talk to her, but she gave me such a look that I didn't dare. I haven't seen her since, and my dreams stopped. All of them. I have no dreams at all now, just... Anyway, that's what it is. Stole a handgun. Funny. 1 round left in the clip. Makes you think. I found Tarentev today, lying in his bed, dead. Apparently he overdosed on sleeping pills and died in his sleep. I think it was deliberate. I can't say I don't understand him. Thought I'd toss a coin. Tails means yes. Heads means no. Tails. Well, okay. Goodbye, my reader. And so, let's see. Who was? Because we actually can check who was in each room. 5, Krasnov and Semenov. Vavilov. Right here. That went rather dark. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to read it, because there's something going on here that's, I will say that it took way too long to actually get to that point. I would have started the story, or the journal, much further down the line. There was a lot of fluff there that didn't need to be there. If you're going to make a journal that long, actually have it be something like dialogue. No, just have it be that long for reasons. Hey, Zatara, how you doing? We're gonna be shooting rats. Oh, we found the medical ward. I'll take those painkillers. Like the oh no, you do not mention him. That Danger Weasel is so stupid. He needs to die all the times that I've killed him. Oh hey, we found another soft drink. Stupid Danger Noodle. Oh. Let's see here. Come on, open up. I've unlocked every other locker in this place. What's in here? Nothing. There we are. What do we get? Ooh, 100 rubles and some soap. Don't drop the soap. Don't drop it. Another bottle. I don't know if you guys can hear the clicking of me trying to unlock these things. But you can definitely see you failed to break a lock in the lower left-hand corner. You upgraded the Wyvern ignition. It's super fun to hit said Danger Vessel with. Good. I approve of this action of killing Palumu over and over again and ending its filthy existence on this plane. That's a Rusty Nagant pistol. Palumu deserves no mercy and requires as many blows to the head as it takes to remove it. The more the better. Okay, that's... You know what? No, I'm gonna retract that statement. Just because that's bordering on cruel levels of torture. So I actually saw a movie last night, and it was actually a Russian film. I know, like, what are the odds of me playing both a Russian game and a Russian film in the same day? Pretty low, honestly, considering I don't play many games, or I don't watch many films. But the interesting thing about it was just, I really enjoyed it and knew nothing about it. It's called I Am Dragon, and it's just a Beauty and the Beast story about a dragon that really doesn't want to be a dragon. Although it wasn't really a surprise to find out that the sexy hunky man did end up being the dragon. Like that was a given. Why does he not wear any clothes? Why is he in the dragon's lair? There's no one else around here. Why does he know so much about the dragon's pet? Surrender the logs. Hey Tomba, how you doing? How's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone's night is good. I know that West Sunnyside is busy going through all of the various peoples. Oh, these are some of the people that I didn't find. There's so many lockers in this place. Oh my god. All these stimulants. This game really wants me to prep for a boss fight. Would be a shame if I actually had to use any of this ammo. Is that a rat? That is a rat. How big is this place? Jesus. This is a bit. So I mentioned earlier that the maps in this game are really big. They're really big. Like, actually just kind of obscenely big. You know what? You take care of that one. You got this. Like, big enough that you can lose yourself in them. Would rather cut pink hair for a living. Coffee. Ammo. Oh, hey. We got a level. I would love Shield Bearer, but Oaken Skin, and more importantly, Think Like the Enemy is hilariously powerful. Also Praetorian. Yeah. Damn it, but Swindler would be nice. Praetorian, though. Okay. I do actually want to be able to use melee weapons with some level of skill because we're gonna run out of bullets, and rats are just honestly kind of a shitty thing to run out of bullets against. Found your favorite flying type Pokemon? What's your favorite flying type? Another Danger Weasel that's fun to hit with the Wyvern Ignition is the Tobi-Kadachi, because you can hit his tail too and it just chops it off. I mean, not really. The Tobi-Kadachi actually is pretty durable. Let's see, luck picking, technology. Let's put a bunch of skill points into luck picking and a few into melee weapons. There we are. That'll do. It's Farfetch'd. Why is Farfetch'd, of all things, your favorite? I'm sorry, that's cruel. Cough, cough. I do not like Farfetch'd. He's a meanie. Okay, so we also still have Ant-Man over here. Just chilling. I wonder how we can get into... There's a vent over here. I wonder if we get in behind him. Missing number is a bird type. No, flying type. Flying type. Hi, Ant-Man. You suddenly feel that somebody is watching you. The feeling is so intense that it gives you the heebie-jeebies. It's pretty hard to see in the dim and dusty lit room. You squint and scan the room with your eyes. Something suddenly draws your attention. Yes, in a small wall window there's a... Oh, we weren't ever supposed to get in here. I hadn't talked to him yet. A man's silhouette looms. Nobody answers. You adjust your sight better and start to distinguish a human shape watching you. It's a giant old man with a thick, overgrown beard. He's dressed in dirty tatters and what appears to be the body parts of a giant ant and mutant. The man wears a severed ant head as a kind of helmet. Two unfocused and wild, fiery eyes look upon you from under the sharp jaw. An ant shell protects his body like a medieval cuirass. The strange watcher holds in both hands ant legs or ant feelers, the ends of which are directed at you. Finally, the raspy voice of the strange man breaks the silence. Ant Gavrilov is asking himself a question. What is a thing in front of him? Ant, rat, or human? Human. The man puts the feelers out in front of him and begins to move them like pointers. Finally, he nods with satisfaction and lowers his hands. The answer is correct. Chemical composition is identical to human. The same with appearance. Ant Gavrilov recognized himself looking at human. Before rebirth. Huh. Human keep silence, but Ant Gavrilov is ready for a dialogue, as far as it's possible. Can Ant Gavrilov perhaps answer humans' questions. He thinks he's an ant. He actually thinks he's an ant. Okay. Did a squad of troops pass through here? And Gavrilov indeed has seen the big squad of humans recently. They entered the bunker laboratory by breaking down the first door and blowing up the second one. And Gavrilov did not follow them after that. But he heard gunfire. Few people have left from here. Fewer people have left from here than came in before. And Gavrilov suspects some disagreement in the troops has led to a conflict. And Gavrilov haven't contacted the squad because had been scared. Who are you? And Gavrilov, before the rebirth, and Gavrilov was just Gavrilov Konstantin Mikhailovich. Yep. It was Ed Gavrilov's patronymic. Nani? Where are your drugs? Can I have some? His last name was Yup. It was Ant Gavrilov's patronymic. Gavrilov worked as a main engineer in Bunker 317. I like this man too. This is the sort of weirdness that I actually associate with the Fallout series. They really did pull it off really well. What do you mean by your rebirth? And Gavrilov's brain experienced some alterations which changed the Ant Gavrilov speech manner. Also forced Ant Gavrilov into considering himself as an ant. Here it is. The rebirth. Okay. Tell me about the bunker. And Gavrilov doesn't know why this bunker was built. But Ant Gavrilov has his own suspicions. And Gavrilov supposes some experiments were carried out here to invent a new type of weapon or to improve the old ones. And Gavrilov has vague impressions. These giant ants living in the structure appeared here as a result of these experiments. But it's only my wild guess. Can you help me somehow with the bunker? Human perhaps noticed lots of working systems here should be broken by now. And Gavrilov keeps himself busy. Merely repairing equipment to stay alive. Besides, Ant Gavrilov knows codes to many bunker doors. The first door key to the laboratory. 4334. Are you recording an audiobook? Do you guys think that I'm actually that good? I honestly don't like the idea of recording an audiobook because sometimes I end up going into stutters, I guess. It's hard to do. Certain characters are a lot easier for me to voice than others, just based on the way that they're written. If I can really get into a character, then I can voice them really easily. Like I was mentioning Porky earlier during the Mother 3 series. Or during Mother 3. So he went insane and saw it as his brain being tinkered with and used the ant persona as a coping mechanism. Or someone stirred up all his brain meats and now he's an ant. Or he is a bootleg Ant-Man. Noot. That was still fun. I initially regretted doing that, but no, I grew to like it after a while. Okay. I'm doubtful, of course, but have you heard any rumors? And Gavrilov heard that the nuclear bombing happened. But Ant Gavrilov is not sure this is still important. Gotcha. And Gavrilov does not mind speaking more. And Gavrilov is hungry for a chance to talk. listen, you're a human. The human is wrong. Ant Gavrilov is an ant. Ant Gavrilov was indeed human once, but this time has long passed. I like to put Nutella on my brain. Oh my god. Snoot! Snoot was the best part of that entire thing. Thank you. Zatura was actually the person who suggested Snoot. How did you become an ant? It's impossible. And Gavrilov went through a rebirthing process. And Gavrilov's brain experienced some alterations while... Wait, no. No, you're not an ant, bro. No, it didn't, but to admit it, to accept it, this would mean that Ant Gavrilov wasted his time sitting underground for about 20 years. He missed the sunlight and he missed the society. For nothing. And this is a hard truth to swallow for Ant Gavrilov. Yeah. 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 That's fair. Shake your shoulders. I still don't know what this means. I got a chocolate for you with googly eyes and a charming smile. Wait, this is Russia. Why isn't there an option to ask for his booze? There was on some earlier characters. The surface world isn't exactly rainbows and butterflies nowadays. You didn't miss a lot. But now a guy with your skills is in about as much demand as clean water. The man raises his eyes to you. They're full of hope. Is human, sure. And Gavrilov is a little afraid, but... Nevertheless, I am willing to risk it. Thank you, human, for opening and... for Gavrilov's eyes. Even if Gavrilov's destiny is to die in this dangerous and bloodthirsty world, it's worth it anyway. Be careful out there, man. He seemed like a good dude. 4334. Don't let me forget that. Loot! We got so much loot! Coffee, salt, bottles, lots of magnifying glasses. What else? Can probably drop these journals. Llama are what? Are awesome. Okay. Welcome back, Snuggie. I didn't realize that you were here. Oh. Ferret raided me ages ago, Snuggie. Ages ago. Several years ago, in fact. It says on my dashboard that, in fact, Ferret raided me yesterday. Also the day before that. Also many days before that. There's so many Ferret raids I can't even keep up. Also, we just got booze. I'm so happy. What the hell is this? Battlefield stimulant phenamine 12 was rarely used before the war, but now becomes part of a regular drug market thanks to the stalkers. 2 hours of +2 strength, +1 action points. Is this? Huh. After 2 hour effect, 6 hours, -2 strength, -2 dexterity, -1 intellect. After 48 hours, 10% effect. Huh. You get to hold all of the bullets. So, Ant Gavrilov, am I right? He's a good fella. Hopefully he finds something to do with the rest of his life. We got a lot of cables. We don't need 18 of these. Getting a lot of meat. Alpacalypse. Why is everyone talking about llamas all of a sudden? I know someone said something about llamas, and then all of a sudden, the alpacalypse occurred. Oh. Can I try to unlock it? Hey, it worked. And we got a rusty TT pistol and a short note. 4334, one. Oh, okay. We needed that. There's lots of ways to get stuff here. More armor piercing rounds. We're gonna fight a robot, aren't we? I feel like we're gonna end up fighting a robot. Heck yeah, we got an alarm clock. Toilet paper. We are literally just gonna steal everything that's not down, or not nailed down. It's just how we do. Is there a skill in the game that makes you not take the downside to the drugs? I think there might actually be. Yeah, I know there's a skill that makes you not take the downside to wearing armor. Because the downside to wearing armor is that you lose a lot of your dodge chance. Let me see here. There's like nurse, the ability to max out the healing effects of drugs available in the wasteland. Resist radiation, resist toxin. It's easy to lose a lot of health. Self-sufficient. Addictions are sometimes caused by something missing from the person's life. There is no more drug addiction. Some wasteland dwellers lose the fight with alcohol. You just won it. No addiction to alcohol. Poison does not take HP away. It cures them. Huh. Interesting. So that's, I guess, the drug tree, for lack of a better term. I want Think Like the Enemy and Praetorian next, because Think Like the Enemy is ridiculous. And if you can actually live through a lot of the combat, then all of a sudden you become hilariously powerful. I'll let him take care of this. Take a hit or two. The drug tree, the tree of drugs. Yep. An epidemic is happening. Oh, come on, guys. That ain't cool. Can I hit that tree? You can hit a lot of things that you normally wouldn't be able to hit in this game. I'm actually just gonna swing into these rats. Because these guys are so weak that I don't want to really use melee weapons on them, or ranged weapons on them. Especially since ranged weapons actually do damage. Okay, this is taking too long. There we go. I'm not quite good enough with bullets to avoid using them. Though the game really makes you not want to use bullets. Like, bullets are the goddamn holy grail. Because you do not find many of them at all. There's another corpse right there. Let's see what's in it. What do you mean, can you hit that tree? The tree of drugs. Drugs are bad? I don't agree. Drugs are amazing, and after I accepted them into my life in the Fallout games, I have used them in every game ever since then. Mostly to stay alive. I would disagree. Addictions suck, though. Addictions can go away. Oh, shit. Okay. That's a lot of dead guys. Wonder if what killed... Well, I guess they said that they lost a lot of men. Is there an aggression factor going on? Got a scanner. I don't know where that is. A secret project by the Soviet scientists used to scan environments in search of bugs and weapons. Works when it feels like it, but might lead you to a nice stash. Huh. Neat. More stimulants? No stimulants? More really high-end drugs. All you have to do is scratch the rat's head with your shoes. I was trying. These are Atom operatives. They were killed by automatic weapons. Maybe you could search their bodies for clues, also weapons. Mysterious talisman. Carefully stepping over the corpses and scattered equipment, Fidel approaches you. He nods with a quizzical expression on his face and asks you quietly, "Did you find anything interesting?" "What can you tell me about this trinket?" "Show the mysterious charm that you found on the body of one of the murdered expedition members." Fidel examines the mysterious charm with interest and finally smirks with surprise. "That's strange. I expected to see something more puzzling." "What do you mean? Tell me all you know." "This is very strange, but do you know who wears such charms around here? One cult that has its own building in Krasno... Aha! It is the mushroom cult! Ha ha! I called it. I called it the moment that I realized that we had a cult and that they were helping people and that they were the good guys. I was like, they're going to be the antagonists. And you know what? It feels good to be right sometimes. I'm validated. I'm happy. I'm sorry. They are called the Mushroom Cult. Did they call themselves after the nuclear mushroom or a regular one? No idea. Their logo looks like a mushroom, but which one? That's a tricky question. Although I'm sure if asked it, they'd tell you this. They tell you there's some symbolism to it. Malarthy, would you like a quilt? Would you like a fire? I can provide both. I want you to sit next to the fire and warm up as we continue the story of Adam. I called I'm an embodiment of the sun. I just got my suspicions confirmed earlier, and I'm very happy. I demand some more. We're working on it, Tomba. We actually do have someone actively working on the stuff. Taste my mixtape. This is a New Age religion. They call themselves Philosophical Movement, Scientific and Educational Organization, a charity, and other nice words. But in reality, they are a simple gimmick of a cult, esoteric, syncretic type. A cult, in short. The mushroom cult has a sort of center in Krasnozhnameni, in the building of an old research institute. I've never regarded them as a possible threat, just because they look like complete idiots. However, they clearly have money. What should we do now? We need to gather more information. That propagandist is walking on the suburb of Krasnoznameni. I've done a job for him. We could go see him. Or we could, for example, contact a source I know. He's most probably resting in a casino on an old barge in the old city port. Although he does charge a lot for the information. That is not an issue. But I could persuade him to give us a discount. Alright. Cost is actually not even a problem. They must have taken all the weapons with them when they left. That's a problem. Gambling time. I'm not done here, though. I want to know what they were doing here. The mushroom cult. I 100% called that they were actually the evil ones. The sun, the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun. Oh yeah, I forgot. I drove Malarthy mad by killing him with fascination. And now he's just insane. Sorry, Malarthy. Didn't mean to do that. You'll get over it, probably. But gambling. I might actually do some gambling. Gambling is a hilariously powerful ability. Praise the sun. Yes. The sun is the life giver and also the death bringer. Someday it will destroy all that is around it, but until then it gives us life. Oh, hey. Oh, this is interesting. KP3. So they were going from Ocherdnoye to here, and then this is Krasnoznameni. So they were intending to go to Krasnoznameni. Interesting. Uh, 1593. Let's see if we can find a door that we can open with that. No? The vent over there. Praise the golden sun. If you catch my drift. I actually have been looking into West Sunnyside, and Tenace, who was the person who's been giving me all these JRPGs to play, has suggested that I might have to take a good look at it. He seems to think highly of the series as well, so I don't know. We'll try. I'm not promising anything, but I will probably take another look at it. Hang on a moment. If bunker closed, then open. Damn it. Got 4 logs. What are you going to spend them on? There's so many options now. So we're pretty much done here, but there's this elevator right here that I want to find a way to open. I don't know if we can is the thing. There's still like, hang on a moment. Let's look at this computer again. So we needed a better computer with... Wait, hang on a moment. Was there a computer down here that we could use? I think there was. Over here, right? Because this was Nina's room. And Nina was administrator. Ah, damn it. Okay, we can't open the bunker from there. What about over here? Was there a computer here? What? My boy about to learn brave. Do you just keep track of everything that your Pokemon are about to learn? Also, what does Brave Bird do? Does it turn the bird into a bravey birdie? Oh, there's a computer over. I can't interact with it though. What was in here? Looks like humans of some sort? What were they trying to do? Damn it, none of these computers are interactable. They're just here to taunt me. Taunt. It's flying type flare blitz. Oh, okay. You mean flying type double edge? There's no other computers in this entire area. God damn it. And I was so hopeful. I was so hopeful. There's a door somewhere that I should be able to use, right? Oh god, we're poisoned. That's fine though. We have like all of these. Alright, let's leave. We're going to Krasnozhnameni. Because Krasnozhnameni, 1, has a place where I can sell shit. And 2, is the next place we need to go for the main story. Has a place where I can sell lots of shit. Oh, wait, before we leave. Before we leave, we need to do one very important thing. Okay, I'm fine. Does this PC... It bothers me that I have this other code, but I can't actually find out where to put it. It bothers me a lot. It means that I'm leaving content behind, and I don't like that. Yeah, I closed the elevators. Whatever, fine. Let's go. Oh, right. Fidel probably leveled up too. Fidel has, yeah, enough for another perk. Fidel's going to be my shield warrior, goddammit. Actually, no. Fidel's going to be my gunslinger. He's going to actually shoot things. Yeah. I think that's how we're going to do this. Also, Fidel has some skill with pistols and SMGs. Don't worry, Fidel. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm going to make you into a glorious golden shooting god. Need the number of logs you're voting with? There you go. All right. Oh, it's nighttime. So, oh shit, we're actually hungry. Let's go ahead and eat. Canned meat. Cook it up. Yeah, we're close enough to max health. Dude, I don't know if a video game can run the... I mean, to be fair, probably has a better chance of running things a little bit better than lately. I'm just imagining like a disc sitting in the Oval Office chair, and that's just all that would happen. It's just we would have a disc in the Oval Office chair, and everything would be panicking. Everyone would be panicking. No. That sounds awful. Let's not fight gigantic spiders that are off their rockers. Ooh, what is this? What is this? What's this? What's this? I don't know where this is, but it's a community. Or maybe it's a ghost town. Huh. Oh, hey, gigantic spiders. Let's get rid of that. Ow. Ow. What is this? The face? The head? Oh, we barely... I think it would have been dead the next shot too. That's a shame. We actually might have been able to do that. I wish I had more action points. More action points would be real good. Also, if I hadn't wasted a turn reloading. You'll see how much money you made. How much money did you make? What were you making money for? These details, they escape me. Tomba. No, West Sunnyside. Hey, we got the sneak attack off on it. Okay, it's injured. Is dead. Oh god, yeah. The weird leg thing that they do when spiders die. Ugh. That is gross. How are you feeling, Casperez? There we are. I wonder if with a high enough medicine skill you can actually heal your followers. That'd be nice. Wait. Am I using armor piercing? I am using armor piercing now. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, well, let's not do that yet. We'll come back here at some point. Okay, let's see here. I really want 30 calibers because 30 calibers are actually, you know, good. You become a witness of a heated argument between two parties that is sure to end in a violent confrontation. Let's intervene! That seems fine. Oh, they're already shooting. Ooh, is the cow gonna kill things? Dude, don't do that. That's not cool. The cow! We gotta save the cow. Okay, you guys did not need my help. You are completely destroying this dude. Oop. Yeah, no, you guys didn't need my help at all. Okay, let's see what we can sell. Oh, he had leather breastplate on. That's actually better than what I'm wearing. Corn seeds, salt. We don't need another one of these because we've already got one. We got a photo. Look at all these weapons that they didn't need, and we got some 30 caliber rounds too. Nice. They need your moral support. I highly doubt that, actually. Get rid of all these diaries, because we definitely don't need those anymore. How much money do you guys have? You got a decent amount, actually. You got any bullets? You got some radios. Actually, I'm gonna see if we can clean that gun so that it's actually usable. Any soap? I think we've got soap somewhere. How would you guys expect stuff to be cleaned? I don't know anything about gun cleaning. More compact cassettes. I'm asking the wrong people then. Oh, man, look at the defensive stats I get from that. That's really good. Now we truly are Mad Max Road Warrior. Oh. Okay, we're gonna try and clean this pistol with this soap. Nope. The problem is that I'm not 100% sure how you would go about cleaning a gun. Or repairing it, I guess. Got some milk for radiation. Yeah, I figured we're using the armor piercing rounds. I don't want to use those. Ah, it's close enough. Big mushrooms? What? That a Pokemon thing? Gotta take it apart first so you can repair it, clean it piece at a time. Piece at a time, sorry. Guns are kind of built like Lego. They just kind of clip together. Gotcha. We've got some stuff to do. Oh yeah, we gotta go back to, because we found a spaceman who had things to say to us. We also need to go to the Roaring Forest at some point. Okay, it is a Pokemon thing. Gotcha. Look at us run! Geez, our character actually is pretty decently fast. Alright, let's go poke Xander. What's low shrooms? And dude, shrooms are great. Shrooms are actually the only kind of drug that I'd probably try. Just because, one, they are actually just genuinely completely natural. And two, they're psychedelic as fuck and will probably screw you up, but they've also been described as one of the more interesting ones to try. Xander walks closer to you. You suddenly notice that his unitard is no longer silver. It is instead silvery pink and covered in tiny colorful light bulbs. Someone changed his clothes while you were away? Or did you really change the future? The man bows to you politely. My friend! In the name of the kind, democratically elected leader Ilya Sweetheart Kuznetsov and the glorious utopia that he has built. What? I came to thank you for giving my people an amazing cloudless future. This day, you did something good for the future generation. So now, it is our time to help you. Please follow our coordinates. How sweet. I don't know what I did, but I somehow ended up making everything better. Xander smiles as he hands you a map of a region in eastern Siberia, a place tens of thousands of kilometers away from your current location. In this place, marked by an X on the map, you'll find a soft drink factory that was missed by nuclear blasts. There, in the storage rooms, you shall find a bounty of at least 1 million bottle caps. Fuck. I knew this guy was crazy. This place is located on the opposite side of the globe. Also, why would I need bottle caps? Wait a second. Are you saying that people in this timeline do not use bottle caps as currency? But our historians, they told us they were so sure. Oh god, this is awkward. Mierda. The historians of your time were retarded. This game likes using that word a lot. And by the glory of the noble Ilya Kuznetsov, my time machine is turning off. The battery cannot power for longer. No time, pay proper reward for help. Ah! You suddenly hear a loud cry coming from somewhere in the city. You quickly turn away from Xander, only to see 2 homeless people fighting over a horse hoof. When you turn back to the weird man in a unitard, he is no more, as if he was never there in the first place. Or, like your inner skeptic decides, as if he ran away, or quickly ran away and hid somewhere. You will never know for certain. That was dumb. That reminds me. I need to find a certain Alexander. I don't know where he is, what he looks like, all the relevant information. Sell them for the money. Yeah. I mean, it was a legit tactic in Earthbound to just keep getting shrooms on your head. Okay. Anything interesting? Huh. I need to find Alexander Sablov. I don't know where he is, though. Alexander Sablov is supposed to help me get someone reinstated or something like that? Wait, where is the Chamber of No, this is the Chamber of Commerce, right? Yeah? No? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, let's actually go talk to the Mushroom Cult, because they're over here. Oh shit, that actually does look like a mushroom. Alright. Hello. Do other people deserve to have the same privileges? Do you believe that people should stop their sort of disputes and unite like a big family? Of course I do, after you butcher half of them. Yes, all people are family to me. Yes, yes. The principle of unity is strong in you. I'm so happy to hear that. And for the final question, are you afraid of dying? Are you ready to give up your life? This one is the right one. A sincere smile appears on the woman's face. I like this. This is an actual test. What did you do? Pikmin 2 is not 9th. Oh, it is going up the list. Exactly. Your own death should not scare you, for the death of one is no threat to the whole. You'd better be afraid of others' death, for that is what destroys the whole. Yes, the mushroom. So, actually, really cool idea about mushrooms, and this is sort of represented in the mycelium cult here. Mushrooms are all one organism. That is why you see stuff like mushroom rings. Whenever you see mushroom rings, they're all connected into the same network. So that's sort of why they sprout that way. Which is really cool, honestly. They're a hive mind, but not really a hive mind because they don't really have a hive mind. They just share resources. They are a unity. Which, I think that if anyone was going to make a cult, mushrooms are a really good thing to go with. Because there's some real weird stuff going on with mushrooms. You've proved that 4 principles are strong in your heart. You deserve to be part of the mycelium community. Full of dignity. Look, you understand everything, but are you ready to prove it with deeds instead of words? Are you ready for a donation of 30 rubles and 3 tins? Continue. As you see, I'm not asking for much, but your money and food can... Oh, sure. Lost 3 canned meats. You hand the money and tins over to the woman. She accepts them with gratefulness. Thank you. It might be nothing for you, but many people haven't seen anything of this kind in their lives. Tears well in Ariadna's eyes. Excuse me. Oh, it finally surpassed Quantum Break. sorry. I just take people's trials and tribulations too close to heart. There's so much cruelty, so much suffering in this world, so much blind, inexplicable hatred. Come on, the world's not that bad. I hope you're right. Yes, that's the right attitude. We need to adopt positive thinking, and you clearly know how to do it. The woman smiles again and folds her arms across her chest. Now, I have a real task for you. It's tricky, but it enables you to prove your loyalty to our ideals and to humanity. One of the community members has lost faith. It pains me to say it, but he lost the path and sank deep in depression and doubts. He's now in the bar, in the ship's casino. Oh, I guess we have to go there now. Time to go gambling. You mean I should convince him to get it back? Yes, this is exactly what I mean. Of course, if he's abandoned any idea of unity and development, you'll fail to convince him. But try nevertheless. I think you might succeed. Neat. Call him Yegor. Gambling! Gambling, gambling, gambling. Do you need any of my mushrooms? I might at some point here. So where's this boat? Ah, there's this boat. Hello, boat. Tight ass. I still would like to figure out how to make rusty weapons into useful weapons, but now is not the time. Keep that short note. Empty canteens, compact cassettes, toilet paper. He has milk. Milk for the anti-radiation that it provides. Is it odd that when you gamble, it's never about money? Wait, do you bet? You're not one of those people that bets spaceships, because I want to gamble with you now. Dude, have you never heard about those people that bet the spaceships? They put everything on the line. It's great. You can totally win a spaceship from it. Probably. Almost certainly. The militiaman standing in front of you looks as if fate wasn't particularly kind to him. And especially to his right ear. It's split as if someone took a swing at it with a machete. However... Sorry, I just imagined a machete actually sliding across someone's face. However, most probably it was a simple axe that did this damage. Having noticed you, the man spits on the ground like a mobster and crosses his arms across his chest. How did you manage to cut up your ear like that if it isn't a secret? Oh, that? It's a mistake I made when I was young. You should have seen what I did to the guy who did this to me. Brutal. How's the service going now? It's alright. And I've learned that that they are recruiting new militia officers here in Krasnozhnomeny, I immediately ran away from my gang. Shit, I meant to say I ran away from my village and got a job here to shake down the locals. I mean, to protect the law. Yeah. You heard about Dan? Smart guy, let me tell you. Rose from rags to riches, made Ochanoya and all the others in the area work for him. Even here in Krasnozhnomeny, he's considered to be the kingpin. Respect. Okay. Have good integration, man. Have the good integration. Dude, isn't it how Han Solo ended up winning the Millennium Falcon? In fact, I'm almost certain that's actually how he ended up winning it. Just gonna steal all this. Don't worry. Somehow I doubt he bought it legitimately. Well, there's not that much of a heart of gold. Hey, buddy. In front of you is a man in his 50s, even though he looks much older. His sunken eyes, thin, motionless legs, and near constant dry cough all are a sign of serious illness. But the tattoos of weapons, military equipment, and abbreviations of pre-war divisions on his parchment-like skin tell a story of a past spent in the army. The sick man looks at you with a mix of surprise, fear, and disgust. He starts talking with a throaty falsetto. Everything will be fine in Krasnozhnomeny, Ambrose. You'll get a place to stay, a pension. Ambrose! Everyone will respect you, Ambrose! The high-pitched parody of a female voice is replaced with a thick soldier's bass. Foolish woman. Yeah, I got my own place. But everybody and their uncle, too, keeps parading in it. Who are you? What the hell are you doing here? Just getting to know the locals. Oh my goodness. I while away here, crippled and forgotten, but some hoodlums just can't leave me alone. Come on, tell me what you got to say and go away. Military pass, unclear future. That's original, right? Huh. What do you think about Krasnozhnomeny? They have respect for the old and the crippled. But not too much, of course. Just enough to stop me from wanting to assemble a mine and blow up their damn government bunker on one nice sunny morning. Huh. He doesn't like people. What's the use of sharing them? People have been talking for I can't remember how many months now about that. Wait, what? About that some shady people in Paragon are doing God knows what under the disguise of a barbecue shop. But our local politicians still won't go... What? Go there to eat. Alright. What? Poor Ambrose. He started using the quick black horn. It's really fun. Dodogama is forever quick black one. Just for the rest of time. No one likes using the horn. A sullen man with a mousy mustache looks at you from under a red lamp. He seems to be disgruntled. A red lamp? Huh. Then again, it might be his permanent state. He heaves a deep sigh and says in a tragic voice, "Welcome to the City Hotel. Are you looking for a room?" 600 minutes of sleep. Okay, ask away. Why so sad? Why should I be merry? I live alone, hard up at times. I have no time to travel either. A couple of times I visited Fokolevka and Otradnoye. Even that was fun. Huh. He considers that fun, does he? Fokolevka. Where is Fokolevka? I don't think I've seen it. Ugh, this is no life. This is torture. One of these days. Enough. Oh, well, maybe let's change the subject then. I've heard about a famous mutant hunter, Rivlin from Silesia. It was a magazine of silver bullets for mutants and simple lead bullets for gangsters and raiders. Must be an interesting person, that one. Oh, hey, Witcher reference. How'd you end up as a hotel owner? My mother and I opened the hotel after the war. I wanted to leave it and walk the wasteland in search of my fortune, but Mother insisted that she needed my help. And when she died, I ended up inheriting this burden. Where can I go now? My travels are over before they have begun. Neat. Oh, fuck off, Girl Disturbed. You know my stance on people pushing other people. I hate it when anyone tries to promote someone else unless they specifically ask. A big, unshaven man with a smoking cigarette in his teeth stands in front of you. He casts an indifferent look at you and clears his throat, covered in soot from the thick tobacco smoke. Damn it. Have you heard of anything interesting? Huh. Okay. Also, hey Girl Disturbed, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in months, and that's how you come back into my channel? Oh hey, there's a boat. If looks are anything to go by, you're about to meet a proper sea dog, large as life. The man puffs at his wooden pipe thoughtfully and strokes his large gray beard. As he notices you, he puts his arms akimbo and nods. Ah, fancy a little cruise. Depends on the destination. The captain casts a loving look at the small boat anchored nearby and answers in a very serious voice. Cruise from Krasnoznameni to the Dead City. It is full of dangers, yet many adventurers find it appealing. That was a terrible thing for me to say. What's your price? $7,000? Fuck that. Oh shit. He requires a really high speech check too. Huh. Their traces led me to an abandoned kolkhoz, where their base was located. Suddenly I see A and B, the two biggest alphabet bosses, sitting on the ruins of an old chimney. Chimney. They were smoking, drinking, and laughing, as if having forgotten that just a day ago they killed 10 caravanners. I quickly called for backup and started shooting, so that these bastards didn't have time to get off the chimney. A got a headshot and fell, but B disappeared, vanished into thin air. He was gone for many years. Now I keep hearing people talking of B's return. They say that he is looking for the gang, to get the gang back together. Huh. All right. Huh. Okay, where is the man who can sell me the guns? Because I like the guns. This man, right here. I like a lot of the guns. Damn it. He doesn't have what I'm looking for, though. Got a scorpion. We could totally get a scorpion. Got a macro pencil. Good old soap and waste paper. Oh yeah. An IZ-58 double barrel hunting shotgun and an AK MS? Huh. Let's see here. Don't need that anymore. Don't need those lantern batteries. The mysterious book is a clue to something, though I don't know what yet. Food, anti-rads. Damn it. Running out of pistol ammo pretty badly. Gonna have to find them somewhere. Okay. Do 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 do. Yay. Nice. What is this building, actually? I don't think I've been in here. Huh, some sort of cinema? Just gonna steal everything, don't worry about it. A microchip. And lots of what look like tech. Lantern batteries. A man in his 50s, in a uniform cap, waves his arms like a madman, shouting out weird propagandist phrases. As he sees you, he falls silent. Hey, gourmet. I have fat lamb barbecue and egg. What will you fry and what will you put aside for badminton? Why are you offering me food all of a sudden? Oh, St. Helena. You don't know what I'm talking about. You're not part of it. You're innocent. You have to help me. I need to know what I'm dealing with first. The man slaps himself on the forehead. Right! You need to test me too. Go on, ask everything that comes out of my head, or comes to your head. I'll answer any questions, and then you'll be sure I'm innocent. I'll just like you. What's your name? Haven't I told you? My name's Arseny Shazhin. Don't tell me your name, though. I'm weak. I'll tell everything under torture. I'm too scared of pain. Ever since I was a child, when a neighbor's pig bit... What? Bit me? Oh, okay. Sure. What are you doing here? Come on. Honestly. Just got all the support all-star because I use demon and armor seats. Apparently using items is uncommon. Yeah, it is. A lot of people don't realize that items are so useful and can get up to 40% damage increase. The man smiles bitterly, raising his cap and strokes his receding hair. Nothing special. Just gone mad and now let down my team and doom myself to poverty by spreading lies about Wasteland's most honest politicians and profiteers. At least that's what they'll tell you. Don't believe them! What is this place? A video theater. You can watch films here. A small fry in the scheme I've discovered. I don't think that the owner even knows who buys his empty tapes and why. By the way, I used to campaign right in front of the Chamber of Commerce until they kicked me out. I'm surprised. Have you heard any interesting rumors? There's only one that occupies my mind now. The dreadful secret I have found out, but it deserves a talk of its own. As for minor rumors, well, the guard at the Chamber of Commerce's bunker where I used to campaign complained to me as he was kicking me out that he didn't get to see his dear missus that often because guys like me made his life complicated. And he says she was a rare beauty. So he's worried that she might find someone else. I'm going to totally sleep with that man's wife. It's going to become my all-consuming purpose in life now. It's going to be great. Just watch. I have slept with, I don't know, a farmer's daughter so far. She was good. Tell me what you wanted me to help you with. The man heaves a sigh of relief. Apparently he's been long looking for someone to confide in. Oh, so I finally found a listener. So, did I tell you? I probably didn't. That until recently I worked as a postman in Krasnoznameni. Well, it doesn't matter, since I've told you now anyway. This is the content you come here for? Are you... I'm not sure if you're 100%... I can't tell sarcasm anymore. I can't tell sarcasm. We've encountered a crazy man. So what? Go on. Once, before work, when I was opening other people's letters in my room, as usual, I found... What did you find? A letter. A very ordinary letter, it seemed. Simple talk of food, sport, and cinema. But the longer I read it, the clearer it became. It was a coded message, and the words had a totally different meaning. Look at the phrase, for example. What made you Kirill oh, God. Damn Russian names, man. Arkadyevich. So angry... Wait, you're Kirill? I don't know. So angry last week. He's gone berserk today during the badminton game with chicken barbecue. So he had to dispose of 3 portions. The man clearly has a talent. Pity he doesn't allow us to record the games. Weird, isn't it? Isn't it? Maybe he's just an eccentric? The man goggles at you angrily. Nonsense! It says dispose of. What kind of badminton is... What kind of badminton is it that makes food go rotten? And what's this thing about recording? Listen on if you want to understand what it means. Well, this is slightly odd, true, but... Slightly odd indeed, to put it mildly. Bear in mind that Kirill Arkadyevich is a successful merchant, a rich man from a distant city of Trudograd. And the letter came from Paragon, from a barbecue shop that belongs to Ivan Kurdyev. Goddamn Russian names. Why do I have so much trouble? It's so hard to pronounce. Kurdyev and Anton Uchvetkin. The shop is incidentally very popular among the Paragon merchants and the guards, and the Chamber of Commerce members as well. I know for a fact that some big fish from Krasnozhdomeny visits it regularly, even though we're not on particularly good terms with Paragon. What if this barbecue, about this barbecue, what is there? I'm reading that horribly wrong. It's these tiny texts. God damn it. I wonder if there's a setting to crank the text size up a bit. Anton, Uchi Gucci Goo. Yes. Took me ages before I could actually pronounce Krasnozhdomeny. Even though, right. Maybe it's just damn good barbecue? I have a suspicion that this barbecue is no barbecue at all. There's another extract. Got a young lamb barbecue. Perfect for construction site, garden work, or badminton. Does it matter where to eat the barbecue? Why necessarily in the garden of the construction site? What is this badminton? Is this the only thing that puzzles you? It seems that many of the words have some secret meaning here. Let's imagine a barbecue is not a barbecue, but, let's say, a slave, a lamb. A lamb is a man, and badminton is, God forbid, some barbarity. A sacrifice? A murder? Secret experiments? It can be anything. Now the same phrase in my translation, got a young male slave, will be good for construction works, working in the gardens. And this thing they call badminton, what will you say now? Makes much more sense. I can see you understand their slang a bit better now. There's a line which sent me shaking throughout the night. On Wednesday we got a chicken for barbecue, and an egg for good measure. These two are hard to divide. Luckily, we quickly found a gourmet from... Oh. Gourmet from the holds of the... What? 3 nights later, an egg was ordered for a badminton. Why do they keep talking about badminton? Oh, God. It really is a conspiracy. If a lamb is a man, then a chicken must be a woman. And an egg... is a baby. Yes, I came to the same conclusion. So I started my investigation. Another letter from the same Anton and Ivan from Paragon revealed that they buy empty videotapes in this video theater. So let's add this to the badminton creepy footage of unknown nature. All in all, what goes on in that barbecue shop is the closest thing to hell you can imagine. Tell me, are you ready to explore this place? Yes. Proof of corruption in this establishment. Many things will come to light, and I'll pay a modest sum for this. From the remaining money earned from the sweat of my brow, I can give up anything for your justice, or for justice. If you choose to do it, you can use this. The man gives you a crumpled letter sticking out of a torn envelope. Is this Pizzagate? I'll comb the entire Paragon. I just have one word for you. Thanks. This is the letter. As an example of their correspondence, I only dared to nick one. Do you know where Paragon is? Doesn't matter, I'll mark it for you. I know. Neat. This sounds like Pizzagate. Is it a reference? What is Pizzagate? Someone tell me what Pizzagate is. I'm unfamiliar with Pizzagate. Alright, let's go gambling. Gambling. Boat. You're better off not knowing it. Okay. I feel like I probably do know it and I just am not remembering it correctly. The big guy in a cap halts you with his wide hand. He looks at you quite friendlily. They keep using that word incorrectly. But he won't let you pass without a reason. Hey, buddy, just a fair warning. This is the meeting place of the local criminals. Outsiders are not allowed. Hey, forget about it. And you're telling this stuff to me? Well, it's not a secret. The cops know, the citizens know. Only foreign foreign people like yourself need the explaining. I'm keeping you out of trouble with my warning. Alright, neat. What if I was one of the foreign criminals? Because I am. Oh, it's a... Dude! Look at this! It's a mimic! It's a tame... Hello. No. A wide-shouldered, muscular, balding man of around 40 walks around with a huge mimic by his side. As the man notices, he smiles in a friendly manner. What? You like the mimic? Come closer, don't fret. The little guy is very polite. You're polite, huh, Bootsy? The man pokes the ant with the tip of his shoe. The insect clicks its jaws and nods its hairy little insect head. I'll live without being attacked by antacids. Bye! Tell me, what's going on with that ant you have there? The man kneels before the mimic and starts rubbing his thorax. The mutated insect starts breathing loudly and sticking its tongue out, like a happy, excited dog. What's the story? We were both alone in the world when we met, so we started traveling together, entertaining folks and giving kids amazing birthday parties, as well as earning a pretty penny. Bootsy will let almost anyone pet him for 5 rubles. I take the money and buy us sugar cubes and beer. Right, ants really like sugar cubes. I don't know, if it was up to me, I would grant Elatracidad a quick death. Calm down, barkeep. You're just jealous. You'd probably die for an ant like this in your pub. Check it out. The man gets a beer bottle out of his backpack and sticks it between the huge razor-sharp jaws of the mimic. A click is heard, and the mimic bites through the metal cap and the glass of the bottle. Your new friend takes a drink out of the crushed, mangled bottle, winks, and gives you a thumbs up. Not quite what I was expecting would happen. It just bit the top off the bottle. Why isn't your Myrmic attacking? Your host scratches the ant's head, and the thing starts vomiting green paste, all the while purring like a cat. Who told you all Myrmics are evil? They are social animals. The Hive Queen teaches them to attack humans by using special pheromones. Bootsy never knew his queen, you see. His anthill was attacked by people from my village up north while he was still an egg. Thus, no command to kill all humans was ever issued to him. Huh. It's actually kind of neat. Where did you get that beast? The Myrmic rolls over on his back so his master could pet his belly. When people from my home village raided the local anthill and started shooting all the ants and throwing Molotovs all around, I stole some eggs from the royal chamber and took them home. 3 weeks later, and my 8 leg... No, it's only got 6 legs. So, my little worker, my sweetie. Why is his name Bootsy? Upon hearing his name, the ant shrugs its antenna and starts looking around, anxiously. His master just smiles. When I got my hands on some ant eggs, I did not know what temperature they needed to hatch, so I placed them into different environments. I put Bootsy's egg into an old wool-trimmed boot, and he hatched. Unfortunately, his little brothers, Sandally and Furnacey, Toilety and Friggy, weren't so lucky. God bless their little souls. Huh. I want to pet it. You gained 1 experience point from doing that. Nice. You sit near the giant ant and slap yourself on the thighs. Accepting your invitation, the Myrmic climbs up your leg and rests on your knees like a malformed kitten. Who's a good boy? That's really cute. That's just really cute. Oh. Okay, we need to be here. For reasons. Is that who I think it is? Is that Debbie Christou? Holy shit. Holy shit, it is Debbie Christou. Debbie Christou is gloomily staring at the sticky counter, covered in numerous glass marks and spilled fluids. She is holding onto a glass filled with some kind of muddy moonshine. She keeps slowly sipping from it without frowning for the slightest second. Hope I'm not interrupting. You seem kind of sad. Me? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just here alone with my thoughts. Did you want something? Just wanted to pay the lovely lady a visit. Oops. The woman smiles with uncertainty and looks at you with incomprehension. Alright, later West Sunnyside. Thanks for watching, man. We will be back tomorrow as well with more of this. What do you mean, child? I'm an intelligent person, and it would be nice to talk to another intelligent person. Oh. Well, that should be... Where should we talk? Maybe in the local brothel? There are rooms available there. Although it's a strange place, I must admit. Huh. The mustached man gives everyone in the casino a quick once-over as he shuffles a deck of cards. Seems like he's not even looking in your direction, but you can still feel he noticed you. This is my informer from the city. Fidel, my favorite client. Oh, he's also Mexican. He looks Mexican, at least. I'm interested in information. Information, huh? I'm listening. Hear anything about a military group coming into the city? Maybe so. But see, there's a slight problem. Dealing with folks from Atom in this city is risky business. The local authorities believe that helping you people is high treason. Okay, fine. Stay calm, dear Fidel. Stay calm. The informer smiles and gestures for you to come closer. 10,000 rubles in cash. No haggling. I stuck my neck out for Fidel for too long. I won't risk for free any longer. That's just laughable. Let's go, Artyom. I'm sure we'll find the information some other way. You do you, fellas. I told you my price. Don't like it? Don't pay. But no info until you do. Wonder if you can kind of convince him. What's our gambling chance? Our luck is really low. It's technically negative. Our gambling is 6. We have a gambling skill of 6. Yeah, we're not doing anything with gambling. I do need it in the active slot. Because if I don't have it in the active slot, lockpicking doesn't get anything. You see a stooped man with a white beard. He bends over a mug of muddy beer. It seems he's looking for something in the dirty mug and sighs every time he realizes this is something. This something is not there. As you approach, the old man cheers up. Oh my. Why, whom do we have here? A weary traveler looking for an evening of curious conversations? A mere passerby? Or a rogue eyeing a helpless mark? Tell me, my friend. Today is your lucky day, my friend. You're in the best place to hear an exciting story. One of the stories might even be followed by an interesting offer. But perhaps you should first ask your questions to know who you're talking to and so on. Go on with your story. The man nods, the smile still playing on his lips. Apparently he doesn't care about anything as much as he cares about sharing his story. My friend, I've promised you a story, but I'll start with a question. What would you say if I told you that a mere 150 years ago, the city we're in right now, this godforsaken hole, was the most interesting and merry place in all the Russian Empire? I believe you. Well, you might be right, young man. Times change, traditions go. But it is impossible to restore the glorious past, at least to some extent. Or is it impossible to restore the glorious past, at least to some extent? For this place can indeed boast a great past. This city, mangled by the Bolshevikish name Krasnoznameni, was once Igrograd. Count Rovsky, Empress Ekaterina, and Count Rovsky, Empress Ekaterina II's favorite noble, built it here. But the will of his wise architect, the city blossomed with dozens of gambling houses and attractions the Count was unable to create in any other place due to the church's restrictions. Igrograd became the capital of amusement. Competitions in ping pong, dwarf tossing, billiards, gorodki, even chess were held here. And those who came here to put an end to the fun were confronted by a threatening copy of the shield that used to belong to the Count, the founder of the city. This shield hung over the gambling and drinking places as if telling the enemies of fun, "This place is under the protection of the noble houses of Rovsky." What do you suggest I do? Well, you see, the thing is, Count Rovsky loved his city. Even in his will, he arranged for his original shield to be hung on the city's biggest tavern, so that everyone saw it and remembered his legacy. There's much... That's much better than burying the relic in a grave, isn't it? But unfortunately, the shield remained there only until the revolution, after which the Bolsheviks confiscated it and sent it to the local history museum. Many years later, after the bombing, Boris Svetlov, the then museum's creator, fled from Krasnoznameni to a tiny village called Ocherdnoye with the museum's most valuable items. I actually know about this because I found the shield in a previous playthrough. People say this is where he met his end. And what I say... hang on. And what I say is that it's time to return Rovsky's shield to its rightful place and hang it in this bar to bring some historical splendor. And who knows, perhaps it'll make life over there a little brighter. So, what will you say? Will you help me to return the shield? Sure. Oh, really? This is wonderful. The best news I've had in the past year. Please return to me when you do this for our city. Sweet. Do we actually have the shield quest now? Holy shit, we've got a lot of quests. In front of you stands a woman in a wide-brimmed hat and a washed-out shirt. She stares in the distance, a little dreamily, which clearly signifies a longing for adventure. Her sunburnt skin and bruised, callous hands tell of years of hard labor. As she notices you, she gives you a short nod. Welcome to Krasnoznameni. What do? You look like an adventurer. Is it so obvious? Well, you're right. Before settling in Krasnoznameni, I herded cows along the dangerous routes in the mountain pass of Woes, Vogalevka, to Ocherdnoye and beyond. To the northeastern regions of the wasteland. Many of the local residents fear them like the plague. But let me tell you this, there are no pastures greener and bigger for cows than in those unfriendly lands. What made you want to settle in Krasnoznameni? Familial issues. The thing is, my father, my 6 sisters, and I own one of the biggest herds in this part of the wasteland. I've been used to working hard and walking far alongside the herd. Far. Damn it. The text is super tiny, so sometimes I have to double check just to make sure I'm reading it right. Far alongside the herd, ever since I was a child. And then it turned out that we needed someone in Krasnoznameni to sort out the bureaucratic formalities. Shit. I have nothing against the comfort of the city, but sometimes I regret I can't just deal with these red tapers the way I dealt with gangsters in the eastern steppes. The woman snatches her shining revolver out of the holster, twists it in her finger adroitly, and pushes it back, grinning. Can you teach me this? The woman looks at you with a mischievous flash in her eye and finally shrugs in mock discontent. I don't suppose it'll hurt if I teach you a trick or two. Yay, we got 5 points. She spends the next few minutes showing you various ways to look cool when you handle the gun. It seems that something from that lesson stuck in your head. Neat. Is there a place in the city where an adventurer could find a good job? Honestly, I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure such places exist. The wasteland doesn't like people who are in a hurry or don't pay the necessary attention to the world. So look around and follow your curiosity and brains. Then you'll find a job even when in the least likely of places. Neat. The man in front of you feeds coins into the slot machine vehemently and puffs on a cigarette mercilessly. He seems totally absorbed by this, so it's no surprise it takes him some time to register you're there. Card sharp Brinsalov. Oh god. Brinsalov. Man, don't stand in the way of Card sharp Brinsalov. I'm waiting for my next big win. Neat. And this guy? The man looks confused, as if he was just robbed or scared half to death by something in this establishment. But he is just sitting there, alone, with a glass of hard liquor. Ah, this is the man I was sent to turn back into the mushroom cult. Mushroom? His gaze travels towards the third floor and stays there, even as you come closer. On his shirt, there's a sign which reads, Yegor. Leave me be, alright. A man's soul can't handle some revelations. Wait, Yegor? I was actually sent here to talk to you. Oh, really? What do you want to know? The man partially turns towards you. So, are my former colleagues bothered finally? I'd also send something to find a missing tool. Or someone to find a missing tool. A lost resource. Even one as useless as I am. Well, they didn't put it that way. But they thought it. That's kind of the kind of attitude they all have there. I think they're okay people. They are okay just for show. So that the authorities won't get an idea, or the idea of investigating their activities, so that new adepts would flock around their leaders. They are not good people. Neither are they bad, but they're not good. Oh god, I agree with Helen so much. Even though she did look kind of dumb after listening to my life story. Helen? 1,000-yard stare of the man lets you in on the secret. He isn't even talking to you, rather lost inside his mind, muttering to himself. Yes. Helen, oh god, I'm never actually going to be able to pronounce that. I'm going to give it a shot though. Helen Timiryazeva? Timiryazeva. What is it with Russian last names? Once upon a time, I, along with her and a couple of people, attended the lectures of Isaac Novgorodsky. Hydroponics 101. We learned so much, even though the institute was merely a pile of rubble. We studied, we learned, we did things. We were young, desperate, driven. We wanted to change the world with our knowledge, wanted to save civilization. Our paths became separate in time. And when I met her just a few days ago, she was part of the Pripyat caravan. We walked together for a bit. Oh, the things we heard. She saved whole villages. She restored fields. There was nothing but dry mud after the bombs fell. She even invented new irrigation systems. And what did I accomplish with my life? Nothing! Nada. Sorry. Did you know you're actually a member of a scientific organization? I can see you're not familiar with the mycelium, science, unity, saving mankind. These are just slogans they have. In reality, they do nothing. Alright, later Zatara. Thanks for watching, man. My. And meanwhile, the years are coming and they don't stop coming. What? Was that a Smash Mouth reference? The rules of conduct keep you tied up and The rules of conduct keep you tied up and you hit the ground running. No achievements, no revolution. Yeah, that's a Smash Mouth reference, definitely. My. I would never get over such an atmosphere. A true intellectual limbo. Right. And they only continue to brainwash me. Hold on a bit. Wait a bit. Hold on. Wait a bit. Keep on trucking. We'll heal the woes of the world and what? Oh my god. Time is running out and everything turns sour. This entire quest is just a Smash Mouth reference. What the hell? Nowadays, even if I gain new knowledge, only my brain gets smarter. My head, it gets dumb. Because it's against human nature to not to live for what you feel is right, what you feel is interesting and fun. If you understand it, start living by your own code of conduct. Seriously? Well, I did hear that only lonesome I did hear that only lonesome shooting stars have the opportunity to break the mold. But you actually believe I can go my separate way after living with the society for so long? You think I would lie to you? You know what? You're damn right. If I move out now, maybe I'll catch Helen's caravan. Enough crying. Time to make this world a better place. What? What hurts? Just all of these Smash Mouth references? Is it just all of them piled on top of each other in the same dialogue? I can't sing it either because it doesn't work. I'm really I just wish I could. That was fun. This entire quest has just been a Smash Mouth reference. It's great. It's great. All right, Ariadna. Ariadna is busy. As she notices you, she stops and gives you a friendly smile. Hello. Have you managed to convince Yegor to reconsider his defeatist attitude? I've talked to Yegor. Yegor has set out on a long journey. He wants to spend the rest of his life serving the humanity. And what? He wants to do it on his own? Without the help of mycelium? What a weird idea. Perhaps he is weird. Ariadna lowers her eyes and shakes her head in sadness. It's so sad when people slip through your fingers like sand. Every person has a function, a certain place in the organization. Every time we lose someone like this, it pushes us a step back. There's no bringing Yegor back, but I can replace him. Ariadna heaves a deep sigh and lapses into thought. At last, apparently having made a decision, she gives you a serious look. Well, you're right. In this case, let's test your skills for real. Look, we have a problem. After the bombing, the government got preoccupied with public health. They decided to spread water filters among civil population. Did it bring you any results? Or did it bring any results? Well, look around and decide for yourself. We learned that one of the trucks that had transported these filters had got lost in our part of the wasteland. To be precise, on the way to the mainland, it got trapped in a mountain tunnel where the roof caved in. Oh, I know this tunnel, actually. The translation is so good. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. Yeah, no. It's got problems. Your task is to make your way into the tunnel and bring me a filter so we can reverse engineer it. Okay. This is the place. People call it the Tunnel of Death. I hope that the filters are there and you won't face any problems on your way. How did it get a name? Ignore this nonsense. I think they call it that because it just sounds cool. "99 problems, but what? What?" Also, I should probably mention that... Oh, localization. Got it. I thought that was lion. And I was very confused. Is it? I don't know. By the way, we can totally get the amount of money that he needs. We just need to start selling to everyone. I'm not selling off my canned meat. I don't care how much people offer for it. Or my Triscuits. Or my condoms. Can have my corn seeds though. Okay, fine. I'll keep my corn seeds. There. Let's see here. I think we're in a good state right now. But we do have a lot of side quests that have just piled up. And we really don't have that many guns, or that much in the way of good guns. Let's go. This is where they wanted. The Mountain of Death, probably. Death. At some point, I'm going to have to face those wasps. At some point. Actually, you know what? This is a good place to save. So we're going to go ahead and save. And we'll continue this next time, which should be tomorrow at the same bad time and the same bad place. I don't know why I'm adding bat to things now. Same time and place tomorrow. Hope to see you guys all around the campgrounds. Thank you to my continued supporters, Veritanium, Tenace Games, Is the D, Alpha MGZO, Malarthy, Istatsu, and Cynical Felidae for continuing to support the stream all this time. Let's see here. And feel free to stay until dawn, but stories are done for now. You can join the community at Discord or support the campgrounds through all of the usual methods: follows, Patreon, donations, and subscriptions. There's also a Humble Bundle link that gets you something in return for your donation, should you choose to use it. Things, words, hard. I will see you guys all next time. And until then, have a safe trip through the dark forest.